Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Get access and watch your favorite sporting events on Pilipinas Live with these easy steps. Download via Google Play or App Store. Once downloaded, enter a
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. All in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle,
At guard from Batangas, number 13, JC Culyar. From Isabela, also at guard, number 25, Richie Rivero. At forward from Rosario La Union, number 20, Kenneth Duffin. From San Luis, Pampanga, also at forward, number 26, Ryan Santos. And at center, number 2, James Dickey III. Head coach for Phoenix is Charles Chu. And now introducing the starters for the Meralco Ball. From Pangasinan, at guard, number 5, Jason Brickman. Also at guard from Pidig, Ilocos Norte, number 11, Chris Newsom. At center, number 3, Marvin Jones. From Valenzuela, at forward, number 71, CJ Cancino. And also at forward from Cavite, number 7, Cliff Hodge. Head coach for Meralco is Luigi Trillo. Game officials are Romero Duda, Jerry Narandan, Charlie
Your referees for this game, Romel Gruta, Jerry Narandan, Charlie Amparado, and John Francis Mira. As we get set for tip-off, ito naman ang mga starters natin. Culyar will be joining Rivero in the backcourt. Si Tuffin and Santos. Medyo nag-revamp ng rotation din ito si Charles Chu from the Phoenix that we know from the time they were led by Coach Jamai Karin. Jason Brickman did start his first game in the PBA, but it wasn't the best of games from Brickman, particularly with shooting. 1 of 9 siya against Converge. He'll have another crack at it today.
Well, third game ni Coach Charles Chu at iba na naman itong adjustments kaagad dito kanyang starters. Nung nakaraang game, just sa Titan, kung Titan kalaban nila, Will Gozum started. Diba nung game na yon?
Eh kasi, you know, Coach Charles had gotten far in his collegiate coaching with Will Gozum sa College of St. Benilde.
At wala rin kasi si Perk, diba? I think Perk nakabihis. Mamaya may madidinig tayong report magmula sa ating magandang courtside si Ella.
Cancino. Quick trigger for CJ. He caught absolute fire against Converge late in that game.
Yes.
Brickman. Board lang tinamaan doon ni JB.
Naantay ko pa umilit yung Jason Brickman Jet na meron tayong nabasa na sabi ng kanyang college coach kinumpara siya kay John Stockton. So magaling na facilitator.
Well, I mean, imagine, di ba, the USNCAA, doon dumaan lahat ng mga iniidolo natin in the
Ibang
NBA.
level yun, yes.
And Jason Brickman is the all-time fifth all-time
Imagine that.
assist leader of the USNCAA with 1,009 assists in his career.
Tama ang next step nun, NBA na, di ba? So, very, very impressive kung ganon.
Dickey going all the way.
But James Dickey almost exclusively sa may ilalim yan or he slashes to the basket. Bihira mo siya makikita ng tumira ng mga 12-footers kaya makikita natin all the way to the cup. And lakas, mahaba mga kalamay. Easy finish para kay Dickey.
And the first two games of James Dickey in the PBA, na-impress na tayo eh. But you kind of feel like we're next level pa to. Diba? Parang...
Yun ang nararamdaman mo against Magnolia nga naman, 20 and 26 diba? 26 rebounds, my friend. May 5 assists pa siya doon.
4-point shot for Rivero. That doesn't fall in. Jones. Ito naman si Jones. Initially, nung kalaban nila Converge, medyo relax pa nung una eh.
Parang slow start siya nga doon, ano?
Mostly defensive identity in-establish niya, but later on in the game also started scoring. Look at Brickman, nahuli lang ni Santos yung tira ni Hodge. Cliff denied a second time. Pulgar leading the break.
That presses underneath, ano? Magandang stop against Clifford Hodge. Titingnan natin if they will be able to capitalize on the other side itong Phoenix.
Pulgar, who's also very familiar with Coach Charles Chiu.
Guys have to be ready lang talaga, Chat, di ba? Tinan mo, parang I think may iniinda si Tyler Teo, so JC Pulgar, bagong-bago, pero eto na kaagad, naglalaro na kaagad. Alam mo, I think him and Vic Magbuhos parehong pinanganak yata sa Italy, kung hindi ako nagkakamali eh.
I wonder kung Italian na sila mag-usap-usap.
Siguro.
And then actually,
Meron spaghetti, no?
Kenneth Tuffin na New Zealand. Here's Cancino. Former Fighting Maroon versus former Fighting Maroon in Cancino versus Rivero. They go down low to Jones. Got his move and was able to score.
At tinitingnan ko yung kilos niya dyan. Talaga mukhang very fundamentally sound itong si Marvin Jones. Isang easy jump hook. Unang 2 puntos para sa Meralco sa kanyang itinira.
Here's Dickey against a smaller Magbuhos. Tuffin on the cut. Hindi lang pumasok yung tira ni Kenneth. Cancino sees an opening. Pero had to invent something there. Jones, ang daming sumalubong and not the best of spacing. Nasa pawan ni Cancino si Brickman. Now it's Newsome. Oh, they both left Newsome. Pero hindi pa rin pumasok yung tira ni New.
Nakikita natin, nakasona kaagad dito ang Phoenix. Naka 2-3 shot. And yeah, they're getting some key stops dito sa beginning ng ating ball game.
Dickey to Rivero. Thought about it. Richie will glide in and will get the roll.
He has to unleash one of those 20-point games niya. Again, we were talking about yung mga injuries dito sa panig ng Phoenix, John.
We'll find out more later kung sino-sino nga ba hindi makakapaglaro. We see Kai Balungay not even in his jersey.
Natapilok no? I think he sprained his ankle nung kanilang nakaraang laro.
Pero si Perkins nga, Perkins and Tyler Teo are both in uniform. Just not sure if we're going to be seeing them in this game.
I just ate my words. Kala ko talagang wala siyang mga attempt from the 3-point area in the past 2 games. Tumira ngayon. Pumasok itong si James Dickey.
That just goes to tell you na he's a smart player, di ba? Hindi siya mamimilit ng mga tira.
Biggest spots kumbaga dyan, no?
And Tuffin is wide open. He's gonna let it fly.
That's like 6 points para dito sa koponan ng Phoenix. First yung kanilang reinforcement na si Dickey at 3-pointer. Sinundan naman kaagad niya ni Kenneth Tuffin.
It's been all Phoenix so far at the start of this ball game. Tuffin, the latest guy to hit a 3-pointer. They go up by 9 points.
Welcome back to the 50th season of the PBA. Now Judd and Jolly, the Phoenix Super LPG Fuel Masters, has a good start and momentum this conference. And according to Coach Charles Chu, he is happy with how the entire team has been buying in to his system. Now a bit of good news for Phoenix. We saw Tyler Tio is suited up and ready daw siya to play after being sidelined dahil sa kanyang right ankle sprain. Kaya nga lang game time decision raw on whether Tyler will play today. Now over to the bad news naman for the team. You both saw that Kai Balungay is not in uniform, and that is because he is out due to a high-grade left ankle sprain which he sustained last game. He already got an MRI and is undergoing rehab. Now Jason Perkins naman is not feeling well. His stomach has been hurting for 4 days already, and actually today he has been vomiting. So he will also be a game time decision kagaya ni Tyler. Balik muna sa inyo.
So there's the update on who will be ready to go and who might not be able to see action here. Tyler Tio should be a very welcome returnee, di ba? Yung pagbalik niya,
Definitely.
malaki may tutulong dito sa Phoenix.
Definitely. Parang a little bit of a revelation natin si Tyler Tio, di ba? Talagang provides a lot of points. Yung kanyang mga jump shots, very, very efficient. Is Tyler Tio. So si Perk malaking kawalan, ano? Because he provides points and rebounds and that all-around presence underneath. Na kailangan medyo step up yung mga iba.
Medyo malas pa dito, malamig pa ang Meralco, and even from the free throw line, they're not getting any. Dickey, however, underneath, he's perfect from the field. 3 of 3, may 7 points na siya.
Ganda ng lob pass, easy finish para sa kanya sa may ilalim. James Dickey the third.
Brickman going to Cancino. Jones might have advantage against Santos. Umatake siya and he'll find himself at the line.
Ryan Santos just trying to stay with itong si Marvin Jones. Matatawagan siya ng foul. A couple of free throws coming up para kay Jones. Reinforcement ng Meralco Bolts.
Medyo ganito rin naman niya yung start ni Marvin Jones against Converge. Did not jump out of the gates and take over immediately. Kind of took his time, pero nung nahanap niya na yung rhythm niya,
Correct.
nahirapan na mapigilan.
Naalala ko talaga, Jat, I did that game. I think you were also on the other side sa may Russia, no? And I remember him missing 2 free throws kaagad sa first quarter, no? Pero ngayon, mukhang very comfortable na itong import ng Meralco.
Hindi rin kasi madali, Coach Johnny, yung buhay ng import to come in and you're expected to perform better than anyone else in your team agad.
Parang, di ba pasan-pasan mo kaagad yung team mo. They're on your shoulders na kaagad dahil they're expecting you to score 20 plus, get a lot of rebounds, be a presence. Pinatahimik ako
Sabi ni James Dick, hindi naman ako na may pressure. This is what I do, sabi niya.
I was looking at the numbers, did not attempt a 3-point shot in the past 2 games, kaya nasabi ko yun. But sabi niya, siguro, pwede na. Susubukan ko na yung 3-point shot ko. And sometimes the guys, they get comfortable. Di ba? Okay na sila dyan. At that time, nagpistulang point guard at nawala ang bola. Turnover yan para sa Phoenix.
Ilang doon si Cancino with Dickey in front of him, and that's gonna go back to Phoenix.
Magbuhos had that 2 hands, pero hindi pa rin niya na-control yung kanyang rebound. They're down by 10 points, Meralco Bolts.
Here's Gulliard setting the table para sa Fuel Masters. Nice slip by Tuffin, pero nasarhan din siya ng pinto. That was Cancino making up for an earlier miss. Meralco trying to push. Newsome gets a hold of it. That's new spot, but still unable to get it to roll. Meralco is now 1 of 9 from the field.
Ano mga 14-footers na ganyan, you can vary those with ease, ano? Iniluluwa lamang yung tira nitong si Nunu. They get a steal though, Jack.
And when only Gulliard to beat, Mag-uhos. And while they do end up at the free throw line. Cancino knows that that fast break could have gone a little bit better for them.
3 against 1 no?
Kaya nang hinahin din si CJ. But what is it dun sa depensa ng Phoenix, coach, na nagpapahirap sa Meralco?
Ay, so sprint back lang talaga. They're just, well, tinatapatan nila. They know Meralco talaga is a defensive team. Tinatapatan nila yan dyan. Sprinting down on defense, trying to prevent yung mga fast breaks. At nakasona sila and it seems to be working up until now. That, by the way, is the first point of Vic Macbuos dito sa PBA. Parang 0 ba siya nung nakaraan? If I'm not mistaken.
We'll double check that din, ha? But yeah, Magbuhos coming out of Adamson. Sabi ko nga dun sa nung last game when we were covering that. And I still have memories of him hurting my Fighting Maroons. sila
Hindi mo nalimutan, ha?
Nila Jeric Agnisi, nila Sean Manganti. Sean Manganti, by the way, di ba, na isang hindi na natin nakikita, di ba, sa Phoenix.
It's not a joke,
Yeah,
Diba?
yeah.
Minsan, lalaro ka ng 1, 2 years, 3 years. Some guys, tapos na pagka ganun. So, pag tumatagal ka ng 5, 6, until a decade, yun, iba na rin talaga.
When you were playing, Coach Jolly, were there times na parang sa sarili mo lang nangangamba ka na baka, hey, parang posible bang
baka tapos na.
Oo, baka ito na to?
Siyempre, Jot, sa second year ko, na-ACL na ako kagad. So, medyo nervous na ako rin. Pero it's up to you. Diba? You just hit that rehab. Inaaraw-araw ko sila. Kahit sarado sila, kinakatok ko sila dyan. Papasukin niyo ako dyan. Gusto ko pagpalakas.
Alam ko naman kung ano talaga yung ginawa mo eh. Binarkada mo si Coach Ronnie.
Yun, napaka-importante, no?
Binuhat mo yung mga bag niya, pinagdadrive mo siya.
Si Papa Bear. Si Papa Bear. Kailangan, best friend ko yun.
Pagpasok sa ensayo, may kape na sila, di ba? Napagtimpla mo na.
Matik yun. Sabay ganun, ano?
No, but talking about that, Coach, while it's funny, it really is what you bring to the team, di ba? How you're able to help your team, if it's supporting the best player or being the best player.
Tama yan. So I have to be able to compliment yung mga superstars. Totoo naman. Pero wala naman yung kape. Pero totoo yun. You have to compliment Benji Perez. Ito, nagtataka siya kung bakit he does this time and again. Pero ngayon, tinawagan ng traveling. Chat, may mga umiiling dito. Sabi, hindi traveling. Kasi ginagawa niyang madalas. And then suddenly, they'll call it. So, nakita natin yung reaction nitong si Richie Rivera after that happened.
Alam mo, minsan kasi nakakalito na rin kay Richie because you're so used to him pulling out yung you-go step na tinatawag. Same foot landing. Pero, yeah, that time it wasn't that. Jones might have gotten away with a walk. At magre-reklamo ngayon ng Phoenix. Look at Coach Charles too. Unhappy about what they felt was a travel from
Sorry,
Jones.
what did you call the
The
step?
you-go step. Yung same foot landing.
Interesting.
Yeah,
It's a first for me. May natutunan ako sa'yo today, John. Ito si Escantor, lakas ng kanyang 3-pointer.
So, dati kasi, ang alam natin, the Richie step lang yun. Di ba? Si Richie lang naman gumagawa dati ng ganun. And he makes it look so smooth. 6 na lang ang lamang nitong Phoenix. Nusam gusto pang bawasan. From the corner, he knocks down a 3.
Disiplinadong team, they're fundamentally sound, so somehow you just know babalik sila, their character andyan. So 3-point game na lamang ito.
Napakabilis. Rivera trying to extricate himself from Black. Nelly, nung nakaraang laro, he had 3 4-point shots. He'll fire away and will miss that time.
Had some nice 4-pointers in their last game. Talking about Evan Nelly. Very impactful last couple of games para sa kanya. Pero dito, matatawagan siya ng foul.
Well, let's take a look at this first. Meralco mounting a comeback. Newsome helps with a 3-point shot. Natin sa atin ng Arena Plus Sportsbook. 3 na lang ang abante ng Phoenix, and Newsome starting to do damage here in the first.
JD, zone 2-3 zone 1 time. Center, down, taas ka baba. Last na. Stop! 1-1 lang. Overhead ka dun sa last guy drive, ha? Let's run motion next or push for Richie, alright? And then, hey, let's milk JD on the slice and go downhill. Import has 1 foul. Let's attack. Right? If we get a stop in this... If we get a stop in this...
James Dickey really had a bold introduction dito sa PBA. Pamilyar na siya sa ibang mga pure basketball fans ng Pinas dahil nga he's been playing around the region, di ba, for quite some time. Nakakampi pa at one point si Justin Brownlee, but yung laro niya against Titan Ultra, very steady, pero kita mo naman lahat ginawa para sa team niya.
17-17. 6 assists, 4 na steal. At malupit doon, paborito ko, 4 na blocks.
So really manning the paint was James Dickey. Reinforcement po ng Phoenix yan.
Nakakatuwa makita, di ba, yung innovation ng PBA ngayon na tinanggal yung height limit. Pero kahit walang nakabantay doon, kinapos yung layup ni Aaron Black.
Patuloy pa rin yung zona ng Phoenix. And you're still up by 3 points lang. Eto si Perk, he's playing, Judd, despite yung report ni Ellen na hindi maganda kanyang pakiramdam.
Alam mo naman yan, si Perkins kapag nagsintas na, might as well play. Might as well help Richie as he set him up for that three-pointer. Interesting zone here being deployed by Phoenix. Extra pass, it's Black open from the outside. No go. Escandor with a board. Richie unable to pick that ball up cleanly. So babalik tayo sa panig ng Meralco.
Happens to the best of them, Chat, yung mga ganun, no? Parang nakatingin ka agad sa ring, hindi mo pa nasasabi mo, hindi pa malinis yung pagkatanggap. Iba na kagad ang pinaplano niya, si Richie Rivera. We know it's easy for him to just catch a ball and go to the basket, attack the basket.
Etong Phoenix Super LPG, we did mention they're coming off a win over Titan Ultra. They won by 33 points, pero doon na lang sa fourth quarter sila kumawala eh. They won that fourth quarter 36-12. Imagine, they outscored the Giant Risers by 24 points in that fourth.
Speaking of which, Titan Risers get their first win kanina. Judd, diba? Diba ang basketball nga naman, diba? Yung dalawang unang mga laro ng Titan, puro mga 30, diba? Manilamang sa kanila. Terapir, maganon din against them.
And then they beat SMD kani-kanina lang.
Wow!
Inaantay lang pala ng Giant Risers na yung San Miguel. Nakaka-champion lang yung makalaban nila.
Oo nga. Yung pala gusto nila, no? Although yung kanilang import parang hindi masyadong na-utilize ni Coach Leo masyado, Judd, ano?
That's right. Hindi na naglaro halos in the second half. Only some spare minutes in the third. Perkins missing his first attempt. About 45 seconds left in the opener. Banquero, that floater doesn't work this time. Dickey the rebound. Kahiyaan sila ni Richie for a while. Rivero making his move. Rivero's floater down the lane.
Binabasa niya kung paano mag-roll din yung kanyang import. Di ba kung pwede niya i-lob dito kay James Dickey. Pero he went to his floater. Itong si Richie Rivero.
Bates, his pass taken away. He'll quickly learn hindi pwede yung mga ganong klaseng pasa, especially with an import in front of him.
Exactly. Ang lalaki ng mga reinforcements natin ngayon. 6'10", 7 foot. Maraming 7 foot actually.
Meralco had a foul to give, kaya in-instruct agad sila ng bench nila to use it.
So sideline ang throw-in na yan, pero lots of time for a basket para dito sa Phoenix.
So 5.6 seconds left. What can Phoenix come up with this? A foul called on Quinto, and that's gonna be 2 free throws for Rivero. That will hurt Meralco for sure.
Pinipisikal ni Bong Quinto itong si the much leaner Richie Rivera. So matatawagan siya ng foul.
And I think you can still say na kahit pa paano successful because Richie does have 3 turnovers in the first quarter. Pero may 7 points pa rin.
Sa kabila naman, itong pwede pang itakbo ng Meralco ang bola. May fouls to give naman din itong Phoenix.
That's true, 1 foul to give. Rivero comes up empty.
Look at that. Offensive rebound.
Perkins, a miss. At hindi na rin makaka-attempt. Etong Meralco. Phoenix establishing themselves early in this game with a 5-point lead.
First it was Phoenix, Jut. Meralco comes right back, pero able to hold on to a 5-point advantage at the end of the first quarter.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Coach said actually that he is not one that needs overcoaching naman. Now, Coach Luigi said also that he needs to use his quickness to his advantage. And for today's game, Coach said Phoenix is actually not doing anything overcomplicated. They tend to do a lot of ball screens and lots of plays, so Meralco needs to be patient with all of that. According to Coach, they have to be able to maintain the pace and to double their effort in controlling the boards. Balik muna sa inyo.
Thank you so much, Ella. This is Ella Gomez patrolling the sidelines for us. And on the call for this one, Jot Sulipon at your service, together with Coach Johnny Escobar. Brandon Bates on your screens. And I really want to say that, si Bates, ang laki ng naging improvement, Coach, from the time he entered the PBA. Kanina nakita mo, nasapan niya si James Lee.
Yes! Sa confidence building din yung nangyari sa kanya sa All-Star. Chuck, champion siya ng yung obstacle course na yon, di ba?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Laking ano yun. That can give you some nice confidence. Ganda naman ang floater ni Chris Banquero ng pagkakataon na yun.
Itong si JL De Los Santos. It's nice to see him back, di ba?
Kahit pa paano, he's still in the PBA.
Here's Nelly. Nice pass to Caperal who had to invent a shot. Naalangan siya dun sa talon niya eh. But here's AB. Oh, excellent stop by Phoenix. Off to the other side we go. Nelly. Cross-court kay Escandor. F attacks the closeout. Nawala yung bola sa kanya. Nagpapalitan ng turnover sa itong dalawang teams. And Meralco says, teka, settle down muna tayo. Quinton to Banquero. CB. Good line, just a bit short. Now it's AB. 6 to shoot. Quinto wanting to take De Los Santos one-on-one. And Bong Quinto. They don't call it continuation.
Yung tinawag ng ating officials. But this came from a nice offensive rebound of Bong Quinto.
I'm gonna look kung talaga bang hindi dapat mag... I guess pwede, but hindi na nag-dribble. I mean, there are different schools of thought kasi pagdating sa ganyan. Banquero with that lethal cross and the finish over Perth.
Yun naman, sinasabi natin, these are second chance points. This came from an offensive rebound coming from Bong Quinto. Ready to go. Meralco balls.
Caperal. Siya ngayon ang katapat ni Bates. Nelly the pull-up. Bottom of the net.
He's been playing well, my friend. Evan Nelly at 14 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists nung nakarang kanilang panalo against Titan.
If you don't know Evan Nelly, mapapailing ka minsan dun sa mga tira niya. But that is his game.
Ganun talaga, no?
Ang ginagawa, however, ng Meralco is they're attacking Nelly in the post.
Very lean kasi itong si Evanelli. So that time, Chris Banquero, pinoste. Itong si Evanelli. Here's the low post spin move mula dito kay Banquero.
CB looking like a legitimate center that
Oo
night.
nga.
May drop step eh.
Back to the basket, tapos drop step. Ano, pang big man nga naman na kilos.
Eh, nagkakampihan ni Junmar Fajardo, di ba, back then in the ASEAN Basketball League playing for the San Miguel Beermen. Baka naturuan siya ng coach.
Nagpapalitan ng mga moves, mga tricks, no?
Oh, baka si Junmar din nagturo siya rin nagturo kay Junmar ng ball handling skills, di ba?
Yeah.
Aperal on the cut, finishes on the reverse.
Nice little kiss off the glass. Ganda ng reverse layup nitong si Prince Caperal. Incidentally, nung kalaban nila ang Titan, merong parang ginawang sidestepping move a la Richie Rivero. So sila naman dalawa din, nagtuturuan din. Tinuturuan ni Richie Rivero nung kanyang mga sidestepping moves itong si Prince Caperal.
2-point lead para sa Phoenix. Mahapon na talaga itong Meralco. The Fuel Masters led by as many as 10 points earlier. Perkins. Dinadahan-dahan si Hodge.
Kahit may sakit, effective pa rin. Itong si Perk, dalawang free throws coming up para sa kanya.
You can't take the fight out of Jason Perkins.
I agree. This will turn into positives na kagad once he's able to bury yung kanyang mga free throws.
First one is in for Perk.
Not so hefty lefty na siya, di ba? Dahil he lost easily more than 10 pounds sa Jot, di ba? Mas lean na tong si Jason Perkins.
The lean lefty na siya?
The lean lefty na.
But yeah,
Mas okay ngayon, oo. Kasi di ba, mas magaan.
There was that one off-season na nagulat na lang tayo pagbalik niya. Talagang worked on his conditioning. But Chris Banquero has always been in prime condition. That's 11 points for CB.
Kanina pa yun. Mga floaters niya, his layups, a nice jumper.
Siya nagpahabol dito sa Meralco. Nelly falling away. Doesn't get it. Nagkagawan sa rebound. Dalawang magkakampi. Napaganda naman. Natawagan ng foul si Cuellar.
Both teams without their reinforcements. Sa beginning ng ating second quarter, maya-maya lang, makikita natin mga magagaling, no? Mga magagaling na mga imports.
This is already an extended period that the imports have been on the bench. Because 3.5 minutes na yan eh. Oh, good strip by Nelly. He gets the seal. Here comes Phoenix again. Still no signs of either import na papasok dito. Perkins. Ang ganda nung galaw na yun.
Galing. Alam naman nating shot blocker ito si Raymond Almazan. So, di ba, away from Raymond. The little kiss off the glass. Pagmula dito kay Jason Perkins. Nicely done.
Banquero being shadowed by De Los Santos. Now they go to AB. Black to Almazan. Looking for Banquero again. Curls, jumper, leaves it short. But Black for the rebound. Unable to put it back in.
Kaya yun. Ganda ng offensive rebound. This is a 4.
Ando naman si De Los Santos. Tries to send it to Perkins. Nagmamadali ang Meralco. They push it. Quinto thought about the 3. Now wanting to attack Escandor. Underneath, Almazan finishes through the foul.
Boss, ang lalim na lang tinira ng Raymond Almazan. Plus the fact na parang naitulak pa siya towards the baseline. Ang hirap ng angulo niya, pero somehow naipasa na. Tinapos din sa shovel pass, tapos natulak siya. Materi Saldana yung mga super throwback.
Pero
ganun yun, boss eh, di ba?
Eh si Terry Saldana naman, basta kaya niyang patikitin sa board.
Yun, no.
Ay, ilista mo na.
Good point, tama.
Basta may angulo na mapapapektos niya.
Galing ng mga Pinoy sa ganyan, di ba? Yung mga reverse layups na mga
kasi,
pepetches.
kailangan natin maging creative, coach, di ba? Hindi tayo katangkaran.
Wala tayo masyadong side.
Ngayon nakikita natin, may mga bata na sumasalpak in front of a defender, pero dati ganun
Oo.
gagawan mo ng paraan. A low-scoring game.
Ito na yung mga hinahanap natin ng mga reinforcements. Back in the ball game is Jones and Dickey para sa Phoenix.
Is this the kind of pace in a slow, grind-it-out game na in-expect mo coming into this matchup?
Well, ang isa definitely is an offensive team, Phoenix, di ba? Pero defensive team naman din itong Meralco po. So,
Tinatry ng Phoenix pantayan depensa, getting nice defensive stops of their own. Nakaslow na sila kanina pa. And they have a 2-point lead dyan itong Phoenix.
Rivero, oh, that was a tough shot over Jones. Cancino.
If you're able to stay on the same page sa depensa, napakahalaga para sa isang team, especially itong Phoenix. You know the points will come. Ang daming magaling umiscore dyan So, kailangan lang nila talaga pumipensa against Meralco.
Yung isang nangyayari dito sa Meralco is marami rin silang sources of scoring, pero so far, coach, isa lang ang gumagana. And Chris Banquero, samantala, Richie Rivero, now in double figures with 10. Four-point lead for Phoenix. Tuffin sees a lane, out to Santos. A designated shooter. Look at Quinto.
like Kenneth Tuffin getting on the floor.
Rivero. Tuffin now takes the three, knocks it down.
Parang poetic justice. Di ba siya? He hustled for that loose ball. Got an offensive rebound. First on the floor was Kenneth Tuffin. Ni-reward din naman siya ng kanyang mga teammates. Top of the key. Three-pointer para kay Kenneth Tuffin.
Jones. That's Jason Brickman understanding na kailangan niya ma-activate yung import niya.
Get the other guys going, magandang pass papunta kay Marvin Jones. Easy floater para sa kanilang reinforcement.
Back inside Inari Center in Antipolo, Marvin Jones made his debut right on this floor nung Wednesday. Kalaban nila yung Converge. He was up against a defender in Kyler Kelly. And Jones, who's also known as a defender, ito lang naman yung ginawa niya. 29 points lang.
29-8 at nung assist. Pretty efficient naman if you ask me, 12 of 19. Pero pinag-usapan natin kanina parang medyo slow starting siya, no?
Yeah,
21 points in the second half alone. And we were talking about, yun na nga, a struggle in the beginning. Mga misses, and then parang pinakikiramdaman muna niya, di ba? Medyo passive muna siya. And when he became comfortable, ayun na, yung 21 in the second half.
Kuljar. Now it's with Santos. Handoff. Papunta kay Tuffin. Dickey has been quiet mula nung bumalik siya dito sa second quarter. Rivero, now he's the one making noise.
Beautiful pass. Ganda ng cut base na itong si Richie Rivero. And just an easy hook pass mula dito kay James Dickey.
Meralco gustong sumagot. Umangat na ulit sa 7 points. Yung lamang netong Phoenix. They're back in that zone. Oh, nice curl by Quito. Hindi niya lang natapos yung layup. That's an offensive foul. Kuljar called for that.
Sayang yan. He has to make the most out of his yung playing time niya dahil we were talking about Tyler Tio. Ella mentioned na merong iniinda si Tyler Tio. So these are the few times na magkakaroon ng magandang burn or playing time itong si JC Cullar. So he has to try to be able to play well.
About 5 minutes left in the second. Brickman able to finish through the foul.
4 puntos pa lamang. Yes, bonus free throw coming up. Ito magandang atake sees the gap. Magandang tipo sa palpal. Able to finish was Jason Brickman.
And that's now 4 points para kay Brickman. Mukhang nagiging komportable na rin. Finding his footing here in the league. Matagal na yung inaabangan, coach, ng mga PBA fans.
Tama, I was about to say, nga. Pati siya di ba? I mean, dapat dati ng PBA si Jason Brickman, no?
I mean, he has been trying to get into the PBA for quite some time. May kinailangan lang ayusin na mga requirements.
Some documentation.
Yeah, but finally is here. Rivero. Nalibre pero hindi pumasok yun. The pitch to Cancino. And napatalo niya si Richie. CJ will head to the line for a pair.
Alam din kasi ni CJ na high flyer din hahabulin talaga siya nito si Richie Rivera. So magandang pump fake. Mare-reward siya ng 2 free throws CJ Cancino.
Punta muna natin si Ella. Ella, anong balita?
Yes, Jet and Jolly. CJ Cancino talks highly about their import and tutok raw talaga si Marvin Jones on everyone sa team on how to play the right way. Sinasabihan nga raw sila na hindi kailangan laging nasa kanyang bola and he can play within the system. A very selfless play style. This is a mentality that CJ also upholds as he said, hindi raw siya humihingi ng plays and hindi kailangan ipilit magka-points dahil tiwala siya na pinaghandaan at rinabaho niya ang shooting off-season. So when the opportunity comes, tiwala siya sa sarili niya. If the opportunity doesn't come naman, he finds other ways to touch the ball, whether it be on rebounds. Balik muna sa inyo.
And that's the reason kung bakit laging ang taas ng efficiency ni CJ Cancino. Because he takes the shots kapag in rhythm na. Pero kapag ganyan, na bumabanda yung mga tira sa labas, wala ka nang magagawa dyan. Destiny tawag dyan.
Ganda ng na yun, Ganda ng segue na yun.
They'll take that, right? Kahit paano pa yung pumasok. But now Phoenix is up by 4 points. Oh, nice play. Kaso a little bit too ahead yung pasa ni De Los Santos.
Pero mag-cut ka cutting to the basket, you have to be ready for these passes. Brian Santos unable to control that. Turnover yan para sa Phoenix.
Brickman really starting to find his groove here in the PBA. He's got 6 points and he's trying to bring Meralco back in this game. Less than 4 minutes left in the first half and Jason Brickman, ito yung sinasabi natin. Okay, sige, nakita natin how Brickman is. He was able to set his teammates up nicely in a couple of plays. Pero hindi pa to yung Jason Brickman eh. Diba?
Di ba?
Yung 1 of 9 especially.
Mababa pa yan. 5 rebounds, 28 minutes almost ang kanyang inilaro in the last game. Today is 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. 3 of 5 ang kanyang mga field goals. Magaling na facilitator ito, Jason Brickman, di ba?
That really is his specialty for sure.
So, parang hindi mo na rin maituturing na rookie yan. Played for several teams around Asia, in the ABL. So, sanay rin itong 34-year-old na to, Jason Brickman. Nothing from the reinforcement of the Meralco Bolts.
Ito ay sinusam. Stripped away by Phoenix. Rivero on the run. Nakakita ng 4 na nakaputi. Napapreno tuloy. Now, it's Santos open in the corner. 3 no good. JV Mocon also had nice performance, no? In his debut for Meralco. Was traded over the conference break.
9 puntos ata itong si JV Mocon dun sa kanyang first game with the Meralco Bolts. Always good for a good number of points and rebounds is JV Mocon. Looking at Coach Charles Chu, he is 2-0, looking to go 3-0 dito sa ating Commissioner's Cup.
So JV Mocon, didiretso na agad siya sa free throw line dahil penalty na yung Phoenix. That's a long time that Meralco can try to capitalize on this.
Jason Perkins will be sent back at pahinga muna itong si Brian Santos.
Mocon.
Jason Perkins, kahit may sakit, he will get you rebounds, he will
Occupy space dun sa ilalim, be the presence underneath.
But 0 for 2. Mocon on that trip. How about that? Vicky goes back to work.
Sabi niya kay Evan Nelly, Evan, meron kang goggles. Pocket pass ni Evan, easy finish para dito sa kanilang reinforcement na si James Dickey.
Usually yung gumagawa nito, di ba? Yung pumasa. But that's a great, nod to the one who set him up.
Parang niya yun. Nag-goggles ka, partner.
And Dickey completes that 3-point play.
14 puntos siya sa Jot.
May 7 rebounds na rin itong si James Dickey.
Ito ang lamang ng Phoenix. Here's Mocon. Nakiraan. Ang ganda naman. Ang galaw na yun.
Ang mga paborito ni JV Mocon. Magaling na inside operator si JV. Gandang reverse layup.
A little over 2 minutes left in the second quarter. 5 ang lamang ng Phoenix. Here they are on the attack. Perkins, pinag-isipan yung tres. Had to send it out. They still have 6 seconds on their shot clock. Nelly to Perk. See some space. Could not hit the 3. Rebound. Mapupulot ni Brickman. He pushes it over to Cancino. Nawala yung bola kay CJ momentarily. That will go back to Phoenix.
Maganda depensa ni Jason Perkins. Nakatayo lang siya. Wala naman talagang contact. Napilitan ng parang jump pass itong si CJ Cancino. So, turnover yan para sa Meralco Bolts. Down by 5 lang naman sila.
Pero kanina pa yung lamang na yan. It's not ballooning, but it's not going down either. Rivero trying to take his former teammate in the post. Dickey. Nice move! Parang kabisado niya yung oras.
Smart din naman ang bench ng Phoenix. Binibilangan siya. Hindi tumama sa ring yung initial na tira nila, di ba? So hindi huminto ang shot clock. He has to put it up.
Jones! Up hard and got fouled. Ayaw ng Phoenix mabigyan ng buhay. Etong Meralco, they know. Kung makadagdag tong si Marvin Jones, that will...
Baka mabuhayan no?
That might spark a run para sa Bolts.
Pero good things happen pag you go strong to the basket. Marvin Jones, nagmistulang idadakdak yung bola. So mahirap istapin. So papaulin mo na lamang. In turn, this is 2 free throws. Pasok ako na.
He's been relatively quiet, especially with James Dickey having a ball game dito sa first half. 14 points, 8 rebounds si Dickey, but Marvin Jones only with 9 points and 6 rebounds. Decent naman yun. Kaya lang as an import, medyo syempre mataas ang expectation.
Siguro baka second half guy talaga siya.
Possibly.
Tulad ng ginawa niya nung kanilang first game. 21 puntos in the second half alone.
Nelly with 1 minute and 10 left. Second quarter tayo and it's Phoenix up by 6. Nelly missing. Hodge securing it. Newsome was actually ahead pero hindi agad nila nakita.
So, minsan you have to be patient. Baka mamaya mali yung pasa o baka ma-steal.
Cancino will fire away.
Bilis ng release. John, ayos ka agad yung mga paa. Bago pa maka-close out si Richie Rivero, naitira na ni CJ Cancino.
Tatlong assist na yan para kay Brickman. How about Rivero finishing through the defense? Pero nagkabanggaan sila doon. It was a collision between Rivero and Cancino.
Yeah.
Katamaan sila and they were both down for a second. Both guys back up. Rivero was even able to complete it. Iba yung tama kay Rivero. Yung kay Rivero, si Newsome na yung nakatama sa kanya.
Tama. Pero ganda ng lusot despite yung outstretched arms itong Marvin Jones na ipasok pa rin ni Richie Rivero yung kanyang layup. Tama, ibang hindi sila yung collision. Iba tumama dito kay CJ Cancino yata.
Si Cancino, natamaan ni Richie on the way to the basket.
Okay.
Pero si Richie, nung tumiklop, it was because of
Iba rin nakatama.
yung arm ni Newsome, I believe. But what a half it's been, coach, for Richie Rivero with 14 points so far.
In any case, yung sinasabi mo, 5 na naman itong kalamangan ng Phoenix. Parang may bubble, parang dyan lang kayo, sabi ni Phoenix. Ano pa rin yan, pero di ba striking distance pa rin naman yan for Nuno and the Meralco. Malapit lang naman yan, that's just 2 possessions.
Oh, look at this, Perkins. Iika-ika si Perk on the bench of Phoenix. I'm not sure what happened there.
You know what? I think he has a problem with his Achilles. Meron siyang iniinda. Prior to yung masama pakiramdam niya, meron siyang hindi siya naglaro ata nung second game kasi meron masakit. They still won against the Titan, di ba? He didn't play kasi parang masakit yung Achilles niya.
We hope it's nothing serious. We'll try to update you guys on the situation with Jason Perkins. Brickman, hard hedge si Dickey now. Jones will attack. Ball is live. Dickey with that basketball. Kaya lang, ginulo.
That's a dribbling violation.
Ginulo ni Hodge. And that was the perfect move to cut him off na ilang dribbling violation.
Ito yung cut na sinabi mo. Hindi naman pa pwede yun. Natawa yung, naubo yung katabi ko sa ginawa nitong si James Dickey.
Pati si James Dickey, natawa na rin doon sa nangyari.
Credit to Clifford Hodge dun sa forcing that turnover. Final seconds.
Newsome knocks it down! Right at the buzzer. Newsome money on the 3. Cancino with a beautiful setup.
Ito sinasabi natin, top of the coverage, John, they know what to do. Diretso ang bola sa wide open na Nunus. Chris Newsome buries a 3-pointer at the end of 2 quarters.
And after Phoenix led by 10 points nung first quarter, etong Meralco humabol na rin. It's only a 2-point game at the end of the first half.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion.
Wants a pick. Doesn't get it. It's too far away. Espinosa sees a crack.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. All in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. All in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP.
Up by 2 at the half of PBA Season 50 Commissioner's Cup, and we are coming to you from the Inares Center in Antipolo City. Nakakatuwang bumalik talaga dito. It's one of the venues of the PBA talaga na palapit na sa atin. We're enjoying every game day here in Antipolo. Juts ulit po together with Jolly Escobar and Ella Gomez. Coach Jolly, anong mga takeaways mo from the first 24 minutes of this game?
Well, Jot, out of the gates, a hot start na kagad. Strong start para dito sa Phoenix, ano? Pero ang Meralco, being Meralco, kanina pa natin pinag-uusapan, di ba? The very fundamentally sound team, disiplinado, right back in it. A 2-point game, Jot.
Well, let's talk about Richie Rivero because apart from James Dickey, who also had a brilliant first half, Richie Rivero talaga yung kumana. 14 points first half pala.
Top of the coverage, you were talking about that. He will get some heavy minutes dahil merong mga iniinda. Tyler Teo, some other guys on the Phoenix bench. Kaya, again, lots of minutes for Richie Rivero. He has to come out smoking. At nakita natin, ang ganda naman na ng kanyang double-digit performance in the first half pa lamang.
That's right. Richie actually helped Meralco establish a 10-point lead early in the game. They had a 13-3 run, pero nakahabol yung Meralco dahil naman dito kay Chris Banquero.
During our coverage, Chris Banquero happened dahil right back into this ball game. In 9 minutes, 11 points kagad, may 3 rebounds. Runner dito, runner doon, a jump shot here, a 3-pointer there. And suddenly, like I mentioned, Meralco, eto na sila. 2-point difference lamang yan.
Parang medyo baliktad din yung nangyari sa magkabilang koponan. Kanina, si Dickey na una, Rivero sumunod. Sa Meralco, si Banquero yung nagsimula. And then, sumunod na si Marvin Jones. These are numbers from the first half. Halos pantay except yung starter points.
Tama ka, Chad. Pero para sa akin, default, we have to show you talaga yung field goals. Pero silang 45%, tulad ng sinasabi ni Chad. Parehong number of rebounds. Pero ang offensive rebounds, hindi magkalayo. 6 offensive rebounds, Phoenix, 5 offensive rebounds, Meralco. Pero mas nakapag-capitalize ang Phoenix, turning that into goal, the 5-second chance points. Ito na yung starters, 41 points para sa Phoenix dahil si Dickey 16, si Rivero 14. Ito na, inunahan ko na yung ating graphic. Kaya naman ganun yung starter points sa yung difference nun na chat.
Doon sa 41 na yun, 30 galing sa dalawang tao pa lang, diba? But for Meralco, Banquero did not start, kaya rin a chunk of their points came from the bench kasi leading scorer nila was part of their second unit.
Galing, di ba? Just showing a lot of character of Chris Banquero. You said he did not start pero comes into the ball game. Alam niyang kailangan ng kanilang ng point production and he provided that. And ayun po, 49-47 ang ating score at the half.
That's right. And we're excited for the second half kasi nung una, it was shaping up to be a blowout dahil nga sa ganda ng start ng Phoenix. But you kept saying it. Hindi ang Meralco, that's a team that plays with a lot of pride. Babalik at babalik yan. And they did. While they haven't really been able to take the lead in this game, well, they're hanging tight. Only down by 2 points as we start the second half. What are the things na palagay mong mapapansin natin nag-adjust yung both teams?
Well, Meralco dito, in their minds, di ba, kailangan nila maisip yung pinag-uusapan nila. Kinagat ng injury bug itong Phoenix, di ba? Not 100% Jason Perkins. At nakita natin, they were tending to him. I doubt if he's gonna return. Tingnan natin, parang iika-ika siya doon. So wala na nga Jason Perkins yan. Walang Tyler Teo. Walang Kai Balungay. Meralco has to make sure na they try to get this W against Phoenix. Kulang-kulang eh. Kulang-kulang ang Phoenix dyan.
At saka key players, yung mga hindi available sa kanila. We're still trying to get an update on Jason Perkins na parang nasaktan nga talaga towards the end of the first half. Newsom! Sinalubong ni Santos and that's gonna be a foul on Brian.
Bilang kumagat yung Pecos, the adjustment in mid-air, no, changing hands from right to left. Nunu, pero di pumasok para award ng dalawang free throws si Chris Newsom.
If you're the Phoenix Fuel Masters, manghihinayang ka rin doon sa possession na pinanggalingan niya. Dami niyong opportunities but just unable to score. Now Newsom had 19 points against Converge. 5-3 lang yung pinakawalan nito ni Newsom.
Kanina pinag-uusapan natin CJ Cancino, kanilang reinforcement struggle in the beginning. Siya yung parang steady lang. All throughout the game, he will provide points. 4 dito, 8 doon. Laking bagay talaga ng Chris Newsom para sa Meralco. Boss, Meralco lifers, tawag natin siya, si Hodge, pati na rin si Bong Ito.
And a couple of seasons ago, as Jones sends back Villar's layup. Brickman to the trailing Jones. Pansin natin mula nung converge game pa nila si Marvin Jones, he loves setting himself up mula dyan sa top of the key area. Whether he's gonna drive or take a shot, kadalasan dyan siya bumibuelo.
Kanya-kanya mga sweet spots yan where they want to start yung kanilang point of attack. It looks very comfortable doing that, setting screens. 4 na ba yun? Foul?
And that's the 4th foul on JC Cuellar. It's not an easy task shadowing Jason Brickman.
Have to be careful. Again, ulit-ulit tayo. There's no Tyler Teo. Doesn't seem like we're gonna be seeing it as Jason Brickman ina-atake yung depensa ni JC Cuellar.
Kanina maganda yung nakuha nila mga minuto mula kay Evan Nelly, so we expect Nelly to be back on the floor sooner than later. Dickey has it going one-on-one. The help is there. Tuffin open for a 3. That doesn't go in. Jones with another rebound.
7 boards in total para dito kay Marvin Jones. Walang clean-up job.
Rivero, walang kakampi doon. That's gonna be a foul on Newsome. Kanina pa rin tinatamaan itong si Richie.
Pero si Nuno's such a nice guy, no? Parang alam niyang accidentally natamaan niya. Pupulutin ka. Sorry kagad siya kay Richie Rivero.
Newsome is one of those guys. Parang malagay mo ron. Magugulat ka kung makita mong inis.
Napakabait. Parang si June Martin. Nice guys. Lots of contact here. This is gonna be free throws para sa reinforcement ng Phoenix.
You can see also that there's some contrast in the games of Marvin Jones and James Dickey III. With JD a little bit more assertive on offense.
Yes.
Kasi entering his PBA stint, yung import ng Meralco sa si Marvin Jones, he's really known more of a more as a defender.
At yun yung report din ni Ella kanina, di ba? Parang let the game come to him lang, hindi yung you don't have to draw up plays for me, okay lang, he just goes with the flow, sabi niya. And then we were talking about that kanina, di ba? As an import, pasan-pasan mo yung team eh. Yeah. You have big responsibilities, you need to score.
And you have to try to be able to mix it up, Chuck.
Binanggit mo na rin, may kwento si Ella. Baka may kwento si Ella ngayon.
Yes, gentlemen, ito ang kwento ko ngayon during the halftime huddle of Meralco. Coach Sandro said that the coaches pointed out the defensive mistakes of the team, especially on ball screen rotation. Ang offensive rebounds has also shifted the momentum, and you know, the second half to Meralco is being able to read what the defense of Phoenix is giving and being able to respond. Over on the side of Phoenix naman, according to Coach John, they need to give no open looks on threes. The players are also overhelping now on places they don't need to be, and everyone needs to step up. Lalo na, Perkins suffered a knee concussion and is currently being iced right now. They are still assessing him, lalo na he's also not feeling well with his stomach ache like my update earlier. Balik muna sa inyo.
So contusion pala yung nangyari kay Perk. Hopefully, you know, I'm sure they're gonna run more tests later on. Hopefully, wala na sila ibang makita. Contusion, it will keep you out for some time, but it's an okay scenario na, di ba?
I'm sure Coach Charles Chu is saying a little prayer dahil, and you mentioned it, mga key players ang mga nadadali sa kanya, di ba?
Kai Palunggay, my goodness, Tyler Teo and Perk.
How about this? The screen of Tuffin and Santos with a three-pointer na hatid sa atin ng Arena Plus Sportsbook.
May look like a simple three-pointer magmula kay BK Brian Santos, pero these are very important because of, di ba, what's happening to the lineup of Phoenix. So these contributions of the others na pinangungunahan nung nag-free throw na si Richie Rivero, yung napaka-important dahil yun ang, itsura niya pa lang, he looks,
that is true.
May sakit, di ba? He looks pale. He'll still give you a smile. He'll still give you a smile. He'll still give you a smile. Ay,
that's Perk for you. I mean, napakabait na a character.
Yung mata niya mukhang may sakit eh, di ba? Ito, parang ano siya eh.
Namumudla si Jason Perkins.
Pero kanina, nung nasa sahig, kaldag pa rin eh sa mga kalaban. How about Brickman? Jason Brickman.
The
is
most
really...
points na he scored in his PBA career, itong 12.
That's his first three-pointer
Ah.
here in this game. Had one dun sa huli nilang laro.
And that's about it yata, no? Si, tama, Brickman only had 3 points,
Pero he had 5 assists. Not a lot of impact, pero that's okay. They still won that game against no less than Converge. Kanilang tinalo.
Tsaka si Brickman na ngayon, ang leading scorer nito Meralco with 12. Rivero. Still attacking. Wala talagang katakot-takot na itong si Richie. Dickey had to try and put it up. Brickman with a rebound. Here's Jones. Bigay kay Cancino. Beautiful ball movement. Naiwan din kasi si Dickey.
Tama. Pero nakita natin, di ba, those extra passes, you just hitting open guys. Hanggang meron silang high percentage baskets. Smart play magmula kay Brickman. Here's another nice pass sa may ilalim, wide open basket magmula dito kay CJ Cancino.
CJ now with 10 points. At lamang na dito ang Meralco ng tatlo. Rivero looking to tie things up. And he does!
Who is he blowing kisses to?
Parang kay technical chief. Don Kiligin.
Kay Joey Guan.
Baka that's that UP love. Okay, Coach Joey. On Usam.
Goodness. Shot almost went in, my goodness.
And James Dickey unhappy about that whistle on him.
Just his first personal foul naman dyan.
Let's take a look at this one more time. Before the kiss, there was that three-point shot that it's atin ng Arena Plus Sportsbook. That's what we were talking about.
Para sa'yo yata yun, boss.
Kunin ko yun. I'm sure maraming mga fans that would love if that was pointed at their direction.
Sila yun. Richie Rivero yan. Or knotted up at 59, my friend. Pero pwedeng basagin itong si Nunu.
He does.
Free throws, yeah.
Kumapit yung scoring natin here in the third quarter. Although mahaba-haba pa naman yung oras natin. But it's been a slow-paced ball game.
Actually, nga. Madepensa yung yan eh. Koponan ni Coach Luigi Trillo. We know the importance na nilalagay nila sa depensa. So,
but would you go as far as saying that Meralco's dictating the pace?
Oo. Again, because of defense.
Talagang nakakoncentrate sila into making stops. Pero yun naman yun eh. The points will come. A lot of guys want to score. Pero everybody has to be on the same page pagdating sa depensa. Here's a nice stop ng Meralco boss. Napamiss nila yung Richie Rivero 3-pointer.
You know, Jason Brickman is 5'10", but he also has 6 rebounds. In fact, he has the most number of rebounds for Meralco after nung 8 ni Marvin Jones, their import.
Yan ang talagang alam mong may ilalabas pa.
John, di ba, once na talagang makumpiyansa siya, he becomes comfortable.
Dickey gets that to fall in.
I like the energy, John. Relentless siya, hindi siya umito hanggang magkaroon sila ng positibo dun sa may ilalim. Gets an offensive rebound, nawala yung bola, pero he stays with it. He'll get this other offensive board right here. He'll be able to finish it. James Dickey, bonus free throw coming up para sa kanya.
And here's another chance para lumamang na naman ulit ang Phoenix. Palitan lang itong dalawang teams natin.
Alam mo, if you're gonna be able to pull this off against Meralco, this is gonna be huge because wala nga si Pogi, wala si Tyler Tio, wala si Perkins. Kanina naglaro pa ng dalian. And of course, si Sky Balungay, wala.
Oh, Jones wanted a hammer but couldn't get that dunk. Tapunta kayo sa side ng Phoenix. It's Rivero. Dickey wanted a two-man game with Richie. Mintes yung tira ni Rivero. Jones being pressured by Richie. Gets it to Newsome. It's Cancino now. They swing it. Brickman thought about it. Oh, the step through for Brickman. What a move!
How did he do that?
Meron 6'5 na player doon. May 6'10, 6'11 na reinforcement doon. Pero tiny Jason Brickman just able to make that play up.
Brick by boring brick. He's built his way up only in his second game in the PBA. Pero eto na, lumalabas na talaga yung Brickman na matagal na ngang inaabangan ng PBA fans. But Dicky, the third.
Very efficient with his jumpers, no? I think he's made all of his jump shots. Three-pointer pati earlier.
Jones, tira sa labas, wala. Hodge with a rebound. He'll be fouled there. Only the fourth team foul ng Meralco. We got a ball game, Coach Johnny. 1-point lead for Phoenix. Pero palitan ng ratsyada itong dalawang koponan. We got more of this after this timeout.
It's very hard to win any game against any team. So we're happy that we were able to go and get the back-to-back wins this weekend. Of course, unfortunately, some guys got hurt, like Sikai's hurt, Tyler's hurt, Perkins is still hurt. So just trying to manage that. But we're happy to be where we are right now at 2-0. And we're just thankful to the Lord for our win.
Nakakatuwa to watch Coach Charles. I mean, matagal na nating alam that he's built for this, to be a head coach at this level. Pero dahil dumaan pa rin yan sa tabi natin dito sa commentator's booth, nakakatuwa pa rin. We'll always have that connection with Coach Charles, one of the great minds we've had the fortunate opportunity to work with.
Pinapakita ang mga walking wounded ng Phoenix side. We saw Balungay, Tyler T, and of course Jason Perkins. Pero napakatotoo na sinabi ni Coach Charles Chu, mahirap manalo. Beat the top tier team, beat middle rank, pati yung team na masyadong hindi na nanalo. At nakita natin kanina, di ba, you cannot disrespect any of the teams. Tin mo kanina, chat, ano nangyari? Di ba? Titan beats SMB.
Yeah, and we're talking about a Titan team na natalo sa Terra Firma ng 30 points. Tapos natalo dito sa Phoenix ng 33.
30 din. Mahigit.
Siguro lahat ng mga...
Sabi nila, gusto namin SMP.
Oo nga, pero most fans siguro sinabi, sure na to, SMP. But again, your point, to Coach Charles' point, hindi madali.
Not a joke.
Jones, he's asserting himself a little bit more, pero nahihirapan siya makarating doon sa spots niya.
Kailangan more, no? He has to. You talk about asserting himself. Kailangan more pa. They are down by 1 point and all throughout. I mean, we're talking about it. Phoenix has been controlling this ball game. Pero yeah, Meralco's right there.
Meralco has been in penalty. Wala pa nung mga 6-minute mark yan. And so, JD3 is asking for clarification. Nagulat siya. Akala ibibigay sa sideline inbound.
Stat line, 23-13. 9 of 11 field goals. 4 of 5 free throws. Mababago na ngayon yan. Yung yung kanina pa natin pinag-uusapan, yung mga injuries ng Phoenix. And then if you're Meralco, that can explode in your face, eh. Di ba yung iniisip mo, ay, mga injured naman ng mga, and you said it, mga core players nito eh. Kaya-kaya namin ito talunin. So, ang tendency, baka maging complacent ng konti, di ba? Walang-wala si Perkins eh. Kaya na, in the back of your head, baka you're thinking, di ba? Kaya namin ito mga to. Wala si Balungay. Wala si Tio.
But can I ask you,
backfire. Go ahead, John.
What it is about this new Phoenix team? Alam natin may mga nag-iba sa roster, but With Coach Charles Chu now at the helm, ano yung nakita mong nag-iba sa sistema at sa laro nila?
Alam mo, para sa akin, it's not even sistema, Jot. There's a certain excitement sa kanilang koponan. Di ba, bago yung coach. We were talking about how Charles Chu, bagay na bagay siya maging isang head coach dito sa PBA. Meron silang magaling na import. And ako naaalala ko, pag meron kaming when Bobby Parks would play, throwing it back ng shell tayo, there was an excitement, Jot, dun sa mga locals, di ba, galing ng import namin. We're gonna be, di ba, okay we're sure na maganda ipapakita natin ngayong conference because of this import that everybody's excited kasi, Jot.
But what has led to their 2-0 start? Ano yung biggest factor, what do you think?
Kai Balungay was playing well also in that first game. Ganda ng kanyang mga contributions. Evan Nelly, well, para sa akin, it's coaching. Diba? So, they're excited to play for Coach Charles Chu. Charles Chu able to motivate the guys. Yung unang game ni Perk, maganda rin. And then, yun na nga, then you have James Dickey. Na double-double palagi and he plays with a lot of energy. I'm sure magaling na glue guy, magaling na yung locker room na player din niya, di ba? Talking to the guys. Mukhang meron siyang mga magandang leadership. Ito nga kanilang reinforcement. Siya may tangan ng bola para sa Phoenix ngayon siya.
JD3 trying to get past Jones. Hindi ka mawala sa kanyang bola. Kailangan ng tulong. It's Rivero against Banquero. Richie, nag-excuse me kay CB.
Magandang ball, magandang pump fake lang, getting rid of the defender Chris Banquero. Easy lay-in para dito kay Richie Rivero.
Almost a steal for Nelly. Walang mapasahan si Jones. Sabi niya, let me just take this jumper. And he drains it. Hindi nagustuhan ni Coach Charles yung depensa nila doon.
13 puntos na ang import ng Meralco Bolts. Marvin Jones.
Oh, and an open lane for JD3. Hammering it home off the pass from Nelly.
Somebody forgot about JD. Wide open para sa two-handed smash na yun.
Brickman working with Jones. Si Jones naman yung may advantage sa ilalim. And he's trying to get it. What a spin.
Ganda ng move. Terrific footwork. Ganda ng finish. Marvin Jones is 15 points.
Humihingi ng bola si Santos. Binigay naman sa kanya ni Rivero and Ryan rewards him with 2 points.
Gandang palitan. Brian Santos naman, 7 na puntos na rin dito sa ating laro.
Here's Brickman against Nelly. Brickman a miss. Rivero with a rebound. And that's the 4th board for Richie. Huli si Escandor.
Oops, huli naman din.
Banquero off the glass and goes.
Bailout na lang na runner yung na basket yun magmula kay Chris Banquero. Ang gulo na nangyari. Ang gulo na ng sequence eh.
Ang gulo nitong larong ito.
Sama, bumagsak sa mga kamay ni Chris Banquero. Oh, meron akong runner dito. May basket ako dito.
But everyone inside the United Center enjoying this. That's a clear foul on Banquero. That's recognition from Rivero. No?
Oh, yeah.
Alam niyang pinipressure siya. Being overplayed, one move. Tawag ng foul. But this was the rim rocker from James Dickey III. Phoenix down by 1 here. Got 1 minute and 38 left in the third. All right, we are still inside the United Center in Antipolo. we were very excited to bring you this game kasi labanan to ng dalawang teams na wala pang talo.
Pero nakakatuwa, hindi po yan mali sa graphic ha. Terra Firma is right on top of everybody with 3-0. Pero ito yung ating laro, 2-0 din naman itong Phoenix. 1-0 ang Meralco Bolts sa may mababahiran na record today. Merong magkakaroon ng talo na dito. Pero just how we like it, Judd, anybody's ball game. 1-point ball game here lang mga Meralco with a minute and a half remaining sa ating third quarter pa lamang.
Pero both teams in penalties, so this final minute and 38 of the third could drag out a little bit. Mintes yung unang free throw ni Rivera.
Madepensa, alam naman natin, di ba? That's the name of the game para sa Meralco Bolts. Is trying to get some defensive stops. So, kakaroon ng slowdown yung ating laro. The 21 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, top 9 itong si Richie Rivero.
Second is good for Rivero. Habla tayo, 71 all. Banquero goes cross-court to Quinto. Bong, bibit-bitin. The finger roll. That gives Meralco the lead.
Ganda ng bit-bit, right in the mug of Kenneth Tuffin.
Ito naman, Rivero bibit-bit din, pero nadepensa ng Meralco. Takbo ang Bolts, a minute left in the third. Quinto, this time Escandor was ready for him. Or was he? Yes, he was.
Alam mo, Jat, I have the feeling itong Phoenix, they have to come up with some nice quality possessions. Hindi pwedeng basta-basta lang. Anytime the Meralco Bolt squad can just turn this game around, Jack.
My question to you is, has Phoenix become predictable? Nadadalawa yung napupuntahan nila in Rivero and Dickey.
That is the terrific point. Parang palagi sila ang tumitira no? Dito sa offensive side nila. No? Pero this time, it's Nelly Judd.
Hindi nga na makakapuntos doon ang Phoenix and it goes back to Meralco. Ito, galaw ni Bong Quinto.
Napakagandang bit-bit right in the face of Kenneth Tuffin. Di ba tayong dalawa yung nag-uusap tayo para sa mga Pinoy, magagandang layup di ba? Kasi medyo nagkukulang tayo sa size. Di ba sa kabilang lisa, of course, American League sa NBA, knock-down na laki nila Dito, mga suwabing layup, di ba?
Well, iba na rin yung panahon ngayon, di ba?
Meron na rin. Ngayon na rin, syempre. May ilan na nakakasalpak na maganda, dumadunk na maganda.
Kanina, si Coach RG nagulat. 2 daktak ginawa ni Cade Flores in the first game.
Ganda mga pasa ni Franyu sa kanya.
Oh yeah, Franyu was such a difference maker earlier. I thought he was also a strong candidate for best player of the game, si Franyu.
Joshua Monzon, daming steals na naman. Anyway, here we go. 3 seconds, just third quarter.
Black could not hit that to end the quarter. And so it's a 2-point lead for Meralco. Sa pagtatapos ng third quarter, they're up 73-71. Don't go anywhere. The fourth quarter promises to be a good one.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
depensa naman talaga yung laro niya. Marvin Jones, well, he's still there, still working with a double-double, but has been relatively silent compared to his counterpart. Yung outside shooting also has worked towards the side of Phoenix. Actually, neither team getting a big help from their outside shooting, but medyo lumanamang yung Phoenix because they have 6 3-pointers compared to just 4 sa Meralco.
Pero interesting, Jot, no? Nakita natin 15 puntos lamang si Marvin Jones. Pero ang dami niyang katulong na iba on offense. This is why lamang pa sila ng 2 puntos, make that 4 na puntos ang kalamangan after that reverse lay-in magmula dito kay Chris Banquero.
Only took 12 seconds for Meralco to manufacture 2 points.
Dave Antong, the ball game para sa Phoenix. Wala muna ang mga reinforcements ng bawat kupunan. Brandon Bates naman din ang makakuha ng burn or playing time para sa Meralco Bulls. Yung talaga nagsasuffer talaga ang playing time ng mga bigs, di ba? Pagka dyan na bigs din kasi ang lalaki ng mga reinforcements natin. So, bihira natin nakita si Big Boy, Brandon Bates.
Ang hindi lang talaga nagsasuffer ever, mga guarte. Mga point guard,
Kailangan talaga sila
Kasi even in the Governor's Cup, yung wings ang usually 3-4 siguro ang kailangan mag-adjust.
Iba din, depende sa reinforcement din na kukunin. Kasi minsan parang pwedeng tumawid ng off-guard sa Governors, di ba, ng mga imports natin. So, yun, nagsasuffer din ng mga 2-1.
Tuffin shoots over the defender.
And that defender is Jamie Mocon.
That shot is a 3-pointer.
At left-handed stroke na maganda. Itong si Kenneth Tuffin.
Bates looking for a teammate. Quinto ang bibigyan niya ng bola. Pupostehan ni Bong si Escandor. Flips it up, no good. Tuffin, skies high, parang sa rebound na yun. Tatakbo ang Phoenix. It's De Los Santos, sees a lane. Bigay kay Ando, they hesitate. Evan, down the middle, wala pa rin. And it's CB, nakatakas.
What a pass.
Wow! Perfectly placed.
Tama ka. Yun di ba? Perfectly placed. Nagkadadapa-dapa yung depensang humahabol. Doon sa ipinasa ni Chris Banquero. So wide open. Suddenly finding himself wide open was Bong Quinto.
Escandor. And Escandor is actually great to get extended minutes here. And why not?
Sabi niya, Sir Jack, purihin mo lang ako ng purihin dito. And I will show you some positive split 3-pointer.
I said he was getting extended minutes and he explains why.
Diba? Oo nga naman. Ito ang rason.
Mocon. Oh, that's a foul called on Phoenix. Of course, Phoenix is the last team that Mocon played for before moving over to Meralco. Ito yung tira ni Escandor, a 3-pointer. Atid sa atin ng Arena Plus Sportsbook.
Set up nicely by Evan Nelly. Daming assists na niyan, Evan Nelly. Let's check the number of assists.
Habang chinecheck mo yan, punta muna natin si Ella.
Jet and Jolly, during the timeout huddle, Coach Charles instructed everybody rebound. He also said, huwag tayo papaipit sa screen. Lagi tayo naiipit Over on the side of Meralco, Coach Nenad said the players need to clean up defensively. He also paired Mocon to defend if ever Perkins comes in. Now their import Jones was vocal in the timeout and telling the whole team to do it like we practiced and urged his team, we gotta be tougher now. Balik sa inyo.
It's a close ball game we have. Lamang na naman ang dalawa, Meralco.
Gusto ko talagang they put up.
Oh, that's traveling. Violation.
Meralco just puts a high premium on yung kanilang pagdidepensa. Coach Nenad, as per Ella, wants to clean that up. Bagay, 2 points lang itong kanilang kalamangan.
I want to see that picky move again. Kasi convinced yung Phoenix na hindi traveling. I thought I saw a travel too, but Would be nice to get a peek at that. Subukan natin mamaya sa defense. Wow, Brandon Bates. You don't normally see him take that shot.
I like your reaction. Tumira ng 15-footer Brandon Bates. Wow! Kasi tama ka. Sa ilalim lang siya exclusively, Brandon Bates.
Pero di ba kung ma-develop niya, coach, that's
Exactly, yes. Oh.
1, 2. Oh yeah, that's not a travel.
Parang you can let that
That's
go.
not a travel.
Kasi ito, ang mahirap dyan, yung iba, they let it go. And then suddenly,
Well,
yun
kasi
yung tinawag.
nag-update ang FIBA.
1, 2. Yung sinasabi mong 0 step.
Yeah, nag-update ang FIBA a couple of years ago eh. Meron ka ng 0 step. On the gather, you get a 0 step before that 1, 2.
Tama. Yun. Di ba? Yun. Pero ito naman din ang magandang 13-footer magmula dito kay Aaron Black. Pati itong kalamangan.
Ito si Dickey. Oh, that was a hard fall for James Dickey III. At kanina pa rin yan. Bumabagsak at nabubugbog. But that's what happens when you're a player as talented as he is. Look at this move though from Aaron Black.
Sweet, yeah. AB. Alam mo yung 4-point lead ng Meralco Bulls na pero papasagin na ni James Dickey. Yan lang din ang ito na ang biggest lead nila sa ball game. Of course, Phoenix led by 10, the biggest lead ng ating ball game. Very early, 13-3. Kanina pang first quarter po yan. Pero ito na yung dalawang free throws coming up magmula kay JD3, James Dickey.
There was really good arc on that free throw attempt. Pero hindi lang gumapang papasok.
His listed height of James Dickey is 6'10", if I'm not mistaken. Tama ba ako? 6'10" ata siya, and then 7 foot ata is Marvin Jones. Doesn't matter because he gets a lot of rebounds and terrific presence underneath his JD3.
Pero ito nga yung sinasabi namin na pinag-uusapan namin din nila Coach Eric Reyes ng Wednesday and Coach Ryan Gregorio kanina. Yung mga big man ngayon, iba na rin ang ulma. Hindi na yung mga malasyak na malalapad at aararuhin ka.
Ganyan eh, no? mga lean machine na sila eh, no?
Ngayon, lahat mukhang Kevin Durant eh. Versatility, agility.
Gone are those days yung mga tulad ng sinasabi mo, naka-low post sila, back to the basket, aararuhin ka.
Rivero, off on that 3. We haven't seen Brickman on the floor in the bid.
Ganda ng kanyang contribution dito, double digits na yung scoring.
And right now, a timeout will be requested. Walang makaarangkada dito sa fourth quarter. But it is Meralco still up by 3. We got about 7 minutes and 22 seconds of game action left in regulation.
Ayaw nila maghiwalay eh.
Oh my. Kaya nga in regulation na yung binabanggit natin eh. Because there's a chance you might need more than what's left on the clock right now. The next 3 games, by the way, of Meralco, they're gonna play March 27, then 29, tapos April 7. Medyo may 1 week rest na sila dyan. Rain or Shine, Titan Ultra, and then TNT. Ang kanilang mga makakatapat. Now, as early as this point of the conference, may mga nababalita na tayong mga import changes, di ba? Blackwater.
Yeah.
Now for Phoenix, susunod naman sa kanila, the still undefeated.
Deadly Terra Firma.
Oh. And then NLEX and then Barangay Ginebra. Grabe no, Justin Brownlee, even though he's now an elder statesman, and even though I think he is, di ba, the shortest import in the group right now.
Oo.
Pero ganun pa rin ka-effective.
Pa rin eh. Well, kabisado niya yung mga court natin dito, especially
Pinoy
smart.
na nga yun.
Especially Araneta, di ba? I own this, sabi niya siguro. Dead shot pa rin.
Black. Wow. I mean, how do you stop that kind of a shot?
Oo nga eh. Saka offhand niya yun eh, di ba? Yung tama ba ako? Kaliwete si AB eh.
Yeah.
And then he likes finishing with his right hand.
Parang ambidextrous na kasi siya. Kapag within what?
Yes.
Within 10 feet of the basket?
Yun ang deadly doon, di ba? Able to use both hands. May isang three-pointer top of the key magmula kay Kenneth Toppin.
Diggy wants to take Jones one-on-one. Hodge trying to help. Diggy shoots over the defense, no good.
Nakita natin yung malupit na depensa ng Meralco Bulls that time. Clifford Hodge nandun just to dig at hindi bigyan ng maraming espasyo yung James Dickey.
Si Rivero matatawagan ng foul. At mukhang siya na rin yung napuruhan doon sa banggaan nila ni Quinto.
5-point lead ng Meralco Bulls here. Some changes para kay Coach Charles Chu.
Niinda pa rin ni Richie yung tama doon sa leg niya.
Naliigan eh.
Yung kasi yung advantage ni Bong Quinto kahit nung rookie pa yan eh, di ba? He's a guard who played 4 back in college. Kaya niyang poste yan kahit sino ibang guard sa makatapat niya.
Malaki pangangatawan na very quick, Bong Quinto.
Banquero settling his team down. CB now ready to make his move. Banquero speeds past Nelly and Santos.
It's nothing special, pero he just explodes. He's strong to the basket. Jack, kanina pa yan. Getting a nice layup. Kanina puro mga magagandang floaters magmula dito kay Chris Banquero.
You know, people forget na hindi na rin bata itong si Chris Banquero, but because of
he looks it though.
Yeah, he does.
Uh-oh.
A foul called on Bong Quinto.
I get worried pag tumutubo itong si James Dickey. We have to look at the just explodes to the basket. Layup lang naman na simple, pero maganda tignan. Chris Banquero.
So 7 ngayon ang lamang ng Meralco. Napako na yung Phoenix dito sa 78.
Yeah, we were talking about this kanina lang, di ba? It has to be quality possessions if you're Phoenix dahil Meralco can turn this around. And ito na nga, biggest lead nila sa ball game na ito. Chris Banquero is 17 big points. Let's see sa possession na ito para sa Phoenix John.
Rivero again. Wayward on that attempt. Ito si Quinto, gusto naman si Nelly ang poste yan. Rivero again, guarding him. And that's the reason why pagod si Rivero on the other side. Dahil he's getting tired defending Bong Quinto.
Sigurado tayo by design din yan, di ba? Kasi alam nilang he will be playing heavy minutes. He has to contribute on offense. Therefore, sa kabila, atakihin natin siya para magtrabaho siya. Pagpapahingayin muna siya ni Coach Charles Chu. Kenneth Toppin in his place.
Rivero visibly upset as he makes his way back to the bench.
Kasi it's money time. It's 5 minutes remaining dito sa ating fourth quarter. Scoreless in the last 3 minutes and 13 seconds and counting. Nothing from Escandor Jat.
Hold up on a transition attack.
Ito nakikita natin ang karakter ng Meralco, Jat, diba? Especially dito sa endgame. We're seeing how smart they are.
Biglang bumagal ulit yung laro diba? They were able to build their lead, making the game fast. But now as it slows down, Bong Quinto hits a big-time 4-point shot.
I love how Marvin Jones, the reinforcement, doesn't steal any thunder from his boys. You boys do it. Bong Quinto, ikaw muna. Big 3-pointer magmula dito kay Bong Quinto.
Meralco has erected their biggest lead of the game with 11 points. 89-78, 4.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Ang hinahanap kasi ng Meralco, yung pangalawang panalo nila in as many games. And they're looking to blemish also the currently perfect and stainless record of Phoenix. Terra Firma syempre nangunguna 3-0. Tournament format natin, Coach Johnny?
Hindi naman nag-iba sa nakaraang conference chat na naiba lang dahil 13 teams tayo, so naging 12 games sila. And the same, top 8 will advance, yung top 4 po dyan, 1, 2, 3, 4, twice to beat po yan ng 5, 6, 7, 8. You don't wanna...
actually
go ahead.
Like that, no, na parang pareho na yung format, hindi na nag-iiba. I think that's mas madaling makapag-keep up. Di ba, yung mga
ang mga ating manonood. Quotient system pa rin dun sa spots na dun sa may bandang ilalim. So, sa 8 spot, para sa 8 spot dyan, no?
Diggy, matagal-tagal na rin tahimik to si JD3. Rivero shoots over Jones. Wala na rin kasing oras sa shot clock nila. And Coach Johnny, natamik na talaga yung Phoenix.
Some teams just know how to win, my friend, di ba? Hindi nga ganun lang ang nakikita natin. Plain and simple para dito sa mga nakaputi, the Meralco Bulls.
Pero it's also not just basta-basta ng lamig. It's also a matter of Meralco tightening up on the defensive end. Well, Phoenix gets to stop that.
Yan ang kailangan. Diyan, tama ka. It's a defensive stops off their own kung Phoenix ka.
Dickey, gustong umatake na naman. Pass was a little too strong for Santos.
Yun ang masakit. Diba? Able to get that nice defensive stop. Kinroute nila si Nuno. Walang nangyari doon. Pero they throw it away on the other side. Obviously, not excited about that was Coach Charles Chu.
Look at this. 22 points for Rivero across the first 3 quarters. Tapos wala nang na-score dito sa fourth.
Perfect yung description mong nanlamig. Yun na yun, no? Hot the first 3 quarters and then hindi na naka-score no fourth quarter. Oops!
And remember back in their last game against Titan Ultra, na-outscore ng Phoenix ang Titan Ultra 36-12 in the fourth quarter, Coach Jolly. Pero parang getting a dose of their own medicine, they're stuck at 7 points dito sa fourth quarter natin.
What a time to happen naman para sa Phoenix dito sa payoff period mangyayari. And this 11-point lead is the biggest ng ating ball game. Very early, again, very early in the ball game, a 10-point lead pagmula dito sa Phoenix. Pero we're going to the side of Phoenix. What happened there?
Trying to get clarification on that, but action does resume. Nelly gets it back. Dickey finally able to put it in.
Kaya naman na maganda, hindi siya humihinto. He is relentless.
He's working with a 20-20 double-double now. 28 points and 21 rebounds for JD3. Five of 8 from the line. Well, there's a stone's throw chance. I mean, mahaba-haba pa rin to. And let's remember, the 4-point shot exists.
Yes, sir.
Almost a steal there para sa Phoenix. Brickman back on the floor now. Kailangan talaga ng Meralco na magsa-stabilize sa opensa nila. That's what Brickman has done. Jason to Jones. Newsome. A second left. Nuno will not make it in time.
Not yet out of the woods for sure. No, Meralco was lots of time. Parang 2.5 yan, 2:28 to be exact. And 3-possession ball game. 9 points. Itong kalamangan ng Meralco. For sure, they're gonna turn on the defense right about now. Meralco balls. Titingnan natin.
A steal by Newsome. Tuffin giving chase. And that's gonna be a foul on Kenneth Tuffin.
takes guts to stand in the way of a 205-pounder na rumaragasaan.
Pero alam mo, Coach, yung masakit dito sa Phoenix, they had their chances, but turnovers took those chances away, at least in the last 2 possessions.
I would say that's because of the good hands, the good feet of the defenders ng Meralco Boss, diba? Forcing those turnovers na sinasabi mo, Jot.
Yeah.
Turning that into goal, getting some points off of those turnovers. That's what they're about there. It's about defense. When you talk about Meralco Bolts, free throw made. 11 na naman ang kalamangan. One more coming up para dito kay Nunu.
Nelly had 14 points against Titan Ultra. He knocked down 3 4-point shots.
Goodness.
Perfect 3 of 3 siya nun. From deeper range. Pero ngayon, his shot was nowhere to be found in this game.
Actually, Magnolia, siya yung nakabigay ng parang breathing room to be able to win it against Magnolia. In endgame, it's a nice block mula dito kay Clifford Hodge.
Tough it. Will shoot over the defense. And Jones was able to get that board and save it. Brickman leading the break. Phoenix might be a basket or 2 away from sealing the W dito sa larong to.
Yun na naman yung magandang depensa dyan, di ba? Getting that nice stop. Very crucial possession sana yun para dito sa Phoenix. That lead stays at 11. Dinagdagan pa ni Jason Brickman.
Insimple itong dalawa. 16 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 0 turnovers for the rookie na kailangan hintayin ng Meralco for 1 conference. Isang rookie na matagal nang hinihintay ng PBA fans. He comes into the PBA battle-tested. He's proven himself in different leagues, different countries, different platforms.
Yeah.
And now he's showing us in the PBA that he belongs.
That's correct. Nothing special. You mentioned it, Jack. Pero, di ba, obviously gaining yung kanyang kumpiyansa, stopping at around that elbow area. Just pulls up for a nice jump shot. Nothing but the bottom of the net para dito kay Jason Brickman. And he gives Meralco Balls the biggest lead ng ating ball game, 30. Dami rin niyang rebound, Judd.
7 yan.
Yes.
For someone who stands 5'10".
Rebounding guard, ano? Di na trabaho ng mga guards. Ayan, their job is to facilitate, to put points. Keep it going, Mr. Evanelli is all right. He's right in front of us here as we look at the line of Jason Brickman. You mentioned the 16 points, the 7 rebounds. Meron pang 5 assists. Get this, Judd. No turnovers, di ba? Taking bagay niyan para sa isang point guard dahil ikaw ang unang touch kagad pagka in-inbound ng bola or yung mga outlet passes. So he takes good care of the ball. Jason
You know what?
Brickman.
But he reminds me of a little bit. It's RJ Barrientos. RJ's first game in the PBA, he was 1-15. But that was the worst game he ever had. After nun,
galing naman ng
angat-angat ng... Tuloy-tuloy na yung pag-angat ng laro niya.
Group lang yun. Relax na kayo, sabi ni Hold my gin. Hindi hold my beer.
Nelly knocked down a shot from deep. Medyo nagbibigay pa ng buhay dito sa Phoenix, but it is gonna take a miracle for them to be able to get back. Nelly, again, he had 3 of those against Titan Ultra.
Looks very comfortable in launching those long ones, no? Jot, itong si Evanelli.
That's his range. Ito na yung Jimmy Alapag inspired generation.
Wow. Evan should be honored to be compared to the legendary Jimmy Alapag, short of the 3. Daming contact, di na itinawag ng ating mga official.
And they might just have to dump that ball to Nelly and let him jack up those 4-pointers.
Okay lang, no? Mr. Meg na. You gotta hand it to Meralco though, Jat. Diba? Okay lang, sabayan. Pinag-usapan pa nga natin, parang may 5-point bubble pa yung Phoenix at one point na hindi mabasag ng Meralco boss. Pero totally different story come the fourth quarter.
Can you talk about what changed then? Hindi na nakabalik si Jason Perkins. Diba? Nung first half, okay pa sila eh. They were able to build a lead as big as 10 points. But Perkins, he came into this game, may sakit, was able to play a few minutes, make some good plays, nawala siya, at parang doon na medyo bumaba ang Phoenix.
Parang mga gitna ng game, pinag-usapan din natin yan, di ba? Kung Meralco ka, and I'm sure sila Coach Nena and Coach Luigi are telling them, guys, walang core players niyan. Diba, they're banking on yung kanilang reinforcement and a lot of Richie Rivero and some Kenneth Toppin. We have to be able to win this. We have to be able to pull through. Diba, wala yung ano eh, diba, napaka-importanting Jason Perkins. We see how Kai Balunga is playing in the past how many games. Always a good number of dunks. Dalawa, tatlo, apat na dunk para kay Sky Balungay. And we know what type of player na Tyler Teo is. Wala yung tatlong yun. Parang nakakahiya actually kung matalo kayo. Kung matalo tayo, being Meralco, against a team na wala yung mga tatlong superstar nila, di ba? So, just trying to pull all of the stops, covering all bases, Meralco balls, making those defensive stops na very, very important sa kanila, and then just making baskets on the other side, tulad ng gagawin ni Chris Banquero.
Let's remember that in the first half, nung lumalamang itong Phoenix, it was Banquero who kept Meralco in the fight.
True.
In fact, siya lang yung double figures sa locals back in the first half. Ngayon, marami-rami na sila. Double figures na rin si Brickman. Newsome has 11, Cancino has 10, but it's still Banquero leading the entire team with 17.
You actually mentioned it very early in the ball game. Diba? Ganda na ginagawa ni Richie, ni Toppin, and of course yung kanilang reinforcement. At ang parang nagtatayo lang ng bandera ng Meralco. But was only Chris Banquero at one point, Chat, diba, nung umpisa.
And Banquero gave them enough firepower to be able to fight back, overcome yung early deficit. And for Phoenix, I mean, ito pa lang, isang frame lang. Pero kitang-kita na agad kung ano yung nawawala for Phoenix. Those are 3 of their starters back in the Philippine Cup. 3 of their most important pieces.
Definitely.
And you also have to feel for Coach Charles Teo. I mean, it's also difficult to steer the ship, steer the ship na kulang-kulang yung materyales mo.
Wala. Ganun talaga. You just have to look forward. And even kanina, mention yan, he just, the guys Tyler Teo, even Kai Balungay hit yung rehab nila. Just take that very, very seriously. Bukas, I'm sure, nandun magre-rehab na yung mga yan. I'm sure, bobombahin na ng lahat ng mga pampalakas itong si Jason Perkins. We showed them the rough sailing ahead of them, the games coming para dito sa Phoenix. So they have to be ready. Sana man lang, isa or dalawa dun sa tatlong yon will be able na to play dun sa kanilang next game.
Well, they do have a really good strength and conditioning coach in Miguel Aitona. So Coach Mix will get those guys ready as soon as possible for sure. But they will have to settle for their first loss of the tournament here this evening.
Mabuti nakapuno ng konti, di ba? No? We were talking, kanina pa tayo pinag-usapan that big win against Magnolia, kanilang first win. And susunod nila was that big win against Titan.
Cancino, I think he was trying to let time expire as the ball was mid-air. But it turns out to be a shot attempt, a turnover for him.
So maganda dito, Jets, very early dito sa ating conference. Obviously, okay lang. Charles Chu, so far so good. 2 wins and then 1 loss today. But yeah, hats off to Meralco Balls coach Luigi getting that nice win today. 2-0 ang Meralco Balls.
93-86 in what was a closely contested battle. But the best player of this game, Jason Brickman. I mean, they did come out with a win dun sa huli nilang laro, their conference debut. But Brickman wasn't at his best yet. Now is able to show more of what we expected from Brickman.
Pretty amazing numbers, Judge. 16, 7, and 5. Tapos yung sa dulo, again, pinakamaraming touches sa point guard and to be able to take care of that ball. Hindi nagtapon ng bola ni isang beses. 0 turnovers is Jason Brickman. Special mention kay Chris Banquero. Kanina pa natin siya pinag-uusapan. He started yung mga magagandang baskets para sa Meralco Bulls. At one point, siya talaga nakikipagpalitan with the scorers of Phoenix. Pero yeah, all throughout this ball game, Jason Brickman, the points, the facilitating, and really taking care of the ball, John.
And that will do it for us. A 93-86 win para sa Meralco Bulls. For my partner, Coach Jolly Escobar, for Ella Gomez, para po sa aming team. In our production and technical units, my name is Jot Sulit, thanking you for watching the PBA Commissioner's Cup dito lang sa RPTV.
Season of the PBA. We are joined by the best player of the game, Jason Brickman, with 16 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and no turnovers. Talk about what inspired your gameplay today and what enabled you to have an explosive game for your team.
Yeah, just excited to be out here in the PBA and just joining a great team. So I think we're just playing team basketball, trying to make the right plays, and good to go get the win, start 2-0.
If you have any message to the PBA fans or any shout-outs that you want to give.
Yeah, I want to shout out to my mom and dad. Happy birthday, both of their birthdays. Thank you to all the fans that are watching. Keep coming out to support us.
Thanks for that, and congratulations to Meralco. At this point, let's turn it over back to the press conference room.
Welcome to our post-game press conference. We are joined by Meralco coach Luigi Trillo. Coach, congrats, and you pulled away in the fourth. Just talk about what happened there in the final quarter.
Salamat, Ben. Yeah. No, the first stringers kind of took care of the job, but I also want to compliment the guys off the bench. I thought Aaron Black played well, Bong Quinto played well. They kind of did a good job in that third that got us a little bit of a cushion. We were up. And then obviously the starters came back. But, you know, just compliments to Phoenix. They're playing very well for Coach Charles. They medyo kulang sila. Balungay didn't play today. Obviously, Jason Perkins only played a bit, but he was hard. And those two guys are important with what they do, right? But nevertheless, with those two guys out, they still kept on battling, right?
All right, time to look back at the action between Phoenix and Meralco. Parehong undefeated to dalawang teams heading into this matchup. And Phoenix rushed out with a 13-3 run to really set the tone in that first.
Yes, coming out of the gates. James Tiggy the third nakagad with that nice lane. Pero makakabawi kaagad ang reinforcement ng Meralco Bulls na si Marvin Jones.
That's right, but you know, those two imports, they would try to help their team, but in different ways. Makikita natin yan mamaya. Newsom got in the mix with a three-pointer. Dito, tumikit din naman agad yung Meralco after nila maiwan early on.
Correct. Meralco being Meralco, hindi magpapatampak ng gusto yan. Diba, the right back at you kaagad. Pero a nice three-pointer dito para kay Richie Rivera.
Rivera had 8 points in the first quarter para i-complement yung kanyang import na nakascore naman ng 11. That's why it was Phoenix up by 5 at the end of 1. Second quarter was Chris Banqueros. He scored 9 of his 11 first half points in the second period para maibalik yung Meralco.
Yes, at one point talagang kontrolado ng Phoenix to, and it was Chris Banquero really making the baskets for the Meralco Bulls. Pero this time, it was a big three magmula dito kay Kenneth Tuppy.
Now, Jason Brickman, who struggled from the field, 1 of 9 from the field nung panalo nila against Converge, had a much better scoring and shooting performance in this game.
start feeling it, Jot Confianza. At ito, feel na feel talaga ng isang Richie Rivero. Ang dami niyang puntos dito sa larong ito. Ganda ng kanyang atake sa puntong yan.
Yeah, by halftime, Rivero already had 14 points. But it was Newsome who ended things in the first half with that buzzer-beating three-pointer that brought Meralco to within 2.
That's how they do it, Jot. Magandang ball movement, hitting open guys, getting some nice looks to the basket as the third quarter starts with a Richie Rivero basket kagad. Nice layup.
Ganda ng third quarter kasi dito nagpalitan ng lamang yung dalawang teams, and Rivero also had 8 points. So by the end of the third, naka 22 points na to si Richie. But Marvin Jones also started to hum in that third quarter.
Nothing fancy, Jot. Nice steady J. Magmula dito kay Marvin Jones. Reinforcement ng Meralco balls. An elbow jumper. Pero ito ang ibinaling na itong import naman ng Phoenix. Kanyang counterpart na si James Dickey III.
I mean, as we show you these highlights, tingnan nyo lang po yung ating scoreboard din sa ilalim para makita nyo kung gaano nga kadikit yung laban at this point. Palitan ng mga lamang at puntos. And yes, Dickey did bring Phoenix to within 1 with that jam.
Getting defensive stops, getting baskets. This is Banquero with a nice finish. Mostly Meralco dito sa ating third quarter, and we're gonna see one from Mr. Bong Quinto.
Ganda talaga nung finish na yun. And he got those 2 points in a way that only Bong Quinto can get. At the end of the third quarter, dikit pa rin, 2-point lead lang para sa Phoenix. Or sa Meralco, I should say. But this now is where they would create some separation.
At least dun sa umpisa ng fourth quarter, yun, a nice three magmula dito kay Francis and Escador. And then this is all going to be Meralco na.
Yeah, Aaron Black with a tough fall-away jumper. And it was the veterans of Meralco that stepped up here after ni AB. It was back to Chris Banquero.
Just showing a lot of character when it's winning time. It's the fourth quarter na. Puro Meralco, as I mentioned. Atake naman sa basket. Magmula dito kay Chris Banquero.
He top scored for the Bolts with 17 points. And then, Bong Quinto. Ito yung medyo pangtiin na. That gave Meralco their biggest lead of the game at that point, at 11 points. That was their first double-digit advantage of the entire game.
And the finishing touches are going to be from their rookie, Jason Brickman. He will get best player of the game honors.
16 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and get this, not a single turnover for the rookie vet of the Meralco Bolts as they take their second win in as many games, 93-86. They take one over the Phoenix Duo Masters. And that will do it for us mula po sa Inaris Center in Antipolo para sa aking partners sila Jolly Escobar and Ella Gomez for our talented production and technical teams. My name is Jot Sulit, thanking you for always supporting and always watching the PBA 50th Season Commissioner's Cup right here on RPTV.